YouTubers? It's Casting with Chad, Texas here. I'm over at Shadow Point Park in the Woodlands, Texas. So this pond is pretty big. It's a medium-sized pond in a residential neighborhood. You see I already got a good fishing area right here. There's houses on either side though. May limit my ability to walk along the banks to fish the entire pond. Over here is the sign. It says, "Welcome you to Shadow Point Park, 119 East Shadow Point Circle. Please release all fish, catch and release all ponds." You see there's some local wildlife here already. Some birds, I don't know this breed. You see in this pond, pretty big sized pond just right here in the middle already. There's a nice little dock here. You'll sit and relax and look at the water. There's a big clump of trees in the middle as well. One thing I brought to the pond here today for some easy fishing is my Dobyns medium light fast spinning rod. Got my Daiwa Regal LT spinning reel, and it's rigged with a drop shot already. Got a zoom finesse worm and motor oil with the chartreuse tip, size 1 drop shot hook, and I have a 1/8 size sinker weight. I like the sinker weights compared to the drop shot weights because you could just tie these on. Other ones I feel like it's a little bit harder to tie the weight on to the crimp portion. And the only other things I brought to the pond with me are some extra zoom finesse worm motor oils and chartreuse, and a pair of scissors and pliers. Scissors just in case I need to cut some line or retie, and then pliers to get rid of hooks if I gut hook the fish or something. But yeah, let's get to fishing and see if I can catch something down here today. I'm already standing in the shade, so that's a win. And I'm hoping there'll be some pretty good big size ones here. And I also didn't mention this earlier, but I do have a 10-pound braid tied with a 8-pound fluorocarbon leader line. Before I cast it, I see that there's already a tiny bluegill swimming around, and maybe that could be a tiny bass as well, but it's super tiny. But let's go ahead and cast that in the water with a drop shot. Just cast in, test the weight, let the weight hit the bottom, and then wait for some bites. So I cast it all up and down this bank over here up until this clump of trees. I've had 0 bites so far. It could be because it's the middle of the day and maybe they're out in the middle of the pond here. I'm gonna keep working my way down this side of the pond. Looks like there's a bunch of shade here. Maybe they're all hiding around this area. Test my luck. And another thing too is I switched my worm to the red bug shad, trying out a different color because the water here is stained and my other worm was torn up already from bluegill biting it. So I decided to switch it out, try a different color. I think in my last videos I've been posting, it's all just been the same color. So I just want to give this color a try again because the red bug shad is for stained to dirty water. So this kind of matches that description of water, and give it a shot and see if I can get any bites with this worm. But this is a beautiful pond. There was a guy walking his dogs along the edges of the bank here. Came up to my spot and then he turned around and went back. Maybe he didn't want to disturb me. See this big clump of trees here in the middle of the pond. It seems like a lot of animals can live there, so it's pretty cool that the Woodlands here with the design and everything, that they kept these kind of features here in these ponds. And it's very serene out here, very peaceful. That's why I like fishing out here. Time just kind of zooms by. Pretty much all of myself here. No one else is fishing right now besides me. And there's only that one guy walking his dogs. You see, I'm right next to people's backyard. I try to be respectful, just don't stare into their backyard through their windows or anything. I kind of just keep my face towards the water here, my back to the houses, so that way I'm not really bothering anybody. Try to walk down all the way down to the end here and fish a little bit more down on that side, and if I don't catch anything, I'm gonna call it a day at Shadow Point Pond. But I like this pond. It's very nice. Oof. So this is the back side of the pond. I can see I walked all the way from down here, and it kind of ends in a little triangular point right here. Very small section here. Made a couple casts in this small little area next to these trees. No bites yet. And I'm here on this back side. Looks like there's a big shaded portion over there. I'm trying to fish that area. I'm gonna walk this whole pond 360 degrees and see if I can get anything. So far, no takers yet. So, keep walking along and casting hopefully I'll be able to get something on video for you guys. Got one. I'm just gonna reel you in. Alright. Well, skunk busted for today. Looks like they're on this backside here. We got bass on my drop shot worm. Sweet, with the red bug shad. Look at that, guys. Straight in the side of the mouth. This little guy, that is a 1-pounder for sure. Alright, back in you go. But it looks like they're back on this side, so I'll stay here for a little bit more, see if I can catch stuff. GoPro's been acting up in the heat, so I may not get much more, but we'll see. Another one, number 2. And oh, wrapped around the pole. Oh, got one little guy. All right, looks like this is a good spot back here at the backside. So if you come to Shadow Point Pond, come here to the backside, you'll catch your fish back here. There we go. Okay, this is half-pound Bass Junior. All right, third one. So this is the good spot for catching fishies back here. Third bass of the day. My little friend. All right, thank you. Let's get this hook out. I've been having problems with my GoPro, been overheating. So my GoPro battery died. I didn't bring my charging cable with me on this trip, but I've been catching 3 fish so far on the backside of this pond here. So this is a good spot right here. It looks like back here, probably could park over here and access the pond this side as well. I parked all the way on the other opposite side of the pond over there, but this looks to be a good spot right here if you're interested in catching fish. I just caught number 3, and it's a 1-pounder, but hey, good fishing. It's fun. Put you back in. I will try to walk around this other side and see if they catch anything bigger than 1 pound. I doubt it. I mean, most of the ponds here in the Woodlands are full of dinks, so most likely I'm just gonna be catching 1-pounders for the rest of my fishing journey here in all the 56 ponds. Well, maybe except for Lake Woodlands, Paloma, and the Bear Branch Reservoir. Those have some bigger fish, but from what I saw online, the biggest catch that's been recorded out there is only about 5 pounds. So my GoPro died, but I got number 4 over here. This is a bigger one. I'm on this opposite side of the dock that's down there. You can see this is the bigger area of the pond here. I was fishing over there. I caught those 3 little ones, and now I'm over here on this side. So the big ones are over here. I'm gonna make a couple more casts out here. Maybe I'll get lucky and get the pond giant. I'll hook this guy and then toss him back in. All right, so this one's over a pound. Got him with the drop shot again. My worm is totally messed up. I gotta put a new one on, but a couple more casts on this side. I don't have my GoPro, so I won't be able to catch the reeling in part, but I will show all my catches on video. Bye-bye. Well, that ends my fishing journey here at Shadow Point Park. I thought I hooked a big one, but it ended up being just snagging on a tree branch. So I snapped my line off, and I don't have no more hook or lure anymore, so I'm gonna walk back to my car and call it a day. There's a bench here. It's pretty cool. You could hang on this spot and watch the pond sunset. I'm on the backside of the pond here, and I'm gonna walk back to my car. This is a nice place to fish. I caught 4 out here. Pretty exciting to catch them, and this pond's pretty nice. Hoping one day I'll get to a pond where the fish are larger than 3 pounds. Probably not in any of these smaller ponds. Maybe in the bigger lakes or ponds, you'll probably find some of those. But for now, that's casting with Chad, Texas, and hope you guys enjoyed watching. Here's a bird here. Cool. Lots of good ways to sign up. So if you're interested in watching all of my 56 pond series videos here in the Woodlands, subscribe to my channel and liking my videos. Thanks. Bye, guys.